Hi, I'm Anastasia and I'm a chronic procrastinator. So, according to Psych Today, telling somebody who procrastinates to buy a weekly planner is like telling somebody with chronic depression to just cheer up. 20% of people identify with chronic procrastination, and you might be one of them. So, personally, for myself, I am a pretty good procrastinator, and I've also done a lot of research on this topic. Today, I am just going to talk about some signs that you are a procrastinator, the bad things about procrastinating, and how we can overcome it. So, to start off, let's talk about the signs. So, one sign that I do personally is I watch hours on hours of TikTok instead of focusing on real life things, just so I can ignore them and pretend like they're not more important than my TikToks. And then, so now let's talk about life hack. So, according to life hack, other signs include, but are not limited to, there's a billion signs that you can look at. But life hack gives us the examples of getting up late, you are getting addicted, you no longer trust yourself, and you are the best at giving advice that you will never listen to. So next is to talk about the problems that come with procrastination. So I'm going to talk about Psych Central's ideas on why procrastination is not a good thing. So the first one we're going to talk about is how procrastination gives you higher stress levels that can lead to a lower self-compassion. And self-compassion is self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. These are important to feel and have to stay true to yourself and to stay true to others. Another consequence is that putting off what needs to be done, which can result in a poor product. So when you produce product after product and they're all not up to par, you're giving yourself a bad reputation, and you're also giving yourself a bad complex, and that makes people not want your product, or they will not want to work with you anymore. And the last one I'm going to talk about is how procrastination can result in giving others a larger workload. So when you are the procrastinator of the group, you become undependable and you give pressure to other people. And this is because they know personally that you're not going to do it because you're the procrastinator, and you're going to wait till the last minute, and it's going to result in a poor product. So, and when you don't do the product, they feel like they have to do it. And so that results in them being stressed out and more work for them. So, yes. So even though me and you could be a procrastinator, we are not the worst cases out there, I'd hope. And we still have a chance to overcome it and not be a procrastinator anymore. So now let's talk about how we can overcome procrastination. So according to Mind Tools, they are going to give us the steps on how to overcome procrastination. So step 1 is to recognize that you are a procrastinator. Now, the way you do this is to not delay on tasks. And also, you need to ask yourself, why are you going to delay on this task? And you need to give yourself a good reason. Now, for me personally, I'll give myself a bad good reason and think it's a good reason. But in reality, it needs to be a good reason to skip out on this task. And the next step is to work out the whys. Why are you procrastinating right now? So this step is to make you realize the reasons and the whys as to why you are not completing your task. So you need to ask yourself, why is this a good thing that I'm not going to do this task and I'm going to focus on this other assignment or this other social media app instead of doing it? And then step 3, the last step, is to adopt anti-procrastinating strategies. This can include, but is definitely not limited to, completing a task, promising yourself a reward after you finish the task, asking someone to check up on you to make sure you're still doing the task and completing it, and then forgive yourself for procrastination, because sometimes you get mad at yourself that you procrastinated and now you're in this position that you don't want to do it because you're mad at yourself, but you still have to, and so you just need to forgive yourself. It's not that big of a problem. And those are the ways to overcome procrastination, which can take time and effort. So you do have to be careful and just sit down and really focus on the task to really overcome it. Today I talked about the signs of procrastination and the problem and the way that we can resolve it. In conclusion, being a procrastinator is not the end of the world. And if you are a procrastinator, this is just a time while we're in quarantine to just overcome it and be a whole new person when we get out. So yeah.